Good morning. It's the day after Thanksgiving, what they call Black Friday, and I understand that there are many organizations like We Ain't Buying It, where they're not going to contribute to the corporations who support Trump policies. I'm absolutely not, because I'm going to Radio City Music Hall, which I haven't done since I'm about 8 years old, and taking my grandchildren who asked to see it. And then we're going out for a steak dinner. So my mind is here with the family and with you and politics. How does it affect us? Trump came in saying that he was a peacemaker, but I don't see that much peace anywhere. Ukraine? That 28-point plan, which is now 19 points, I don't know if it reflects what the people of Ukraine want. After all, Ukraine is a sovereign nation. They were invaded in 2022 by Putin for no other reason except that they exist and they've got great minerals in their country, and they're an industrial powerhouse. It's not enough reason to kill and maim civilians, but Putin didn't need a reason, just like the czars of old. He wants it, he's taken it. And it's shame on us because we're no longer supporting Ukraine, and it's shame on the EU because the EU is not seizing the money that they have from Putin, all 200 million, and not taking that cash, putting half aside for reconstruction and the other half aside for armaments, a lot of armaments, because during the supposedly peacekeeping talks, what in the world is Putin doing? He's pummeling Ukraine like he's never done before. So enough is enough as far as I'm concerned. You either beat him back or you negotiate for a just peace and a ceasefire where there is no fighting at the time. I don't see that happening. And if that's not happening, then the EU is going to have to act on its own to protect its own territories and do it fast and stop thinking about it. What's the other place with the Trump thumb on the ceasefire pedal? Gaza and Israel. Well, Trump took Biden's plan, reworked it a little bit, and lo and behold, it's now the new peace plan for Israel. Except there is no peace because there's no disarmament of Hamas. Hamas actually gave $1 billion of its own money to keep itself funded. They invaded the Hamas Corporation so that they could keep funding themselves and, if necessary, Hezbollah. And Iran has invaded their cash supplies to keep the war going in Iran. So where's the peace? Since the Hamas Corporation is situated in Qatar and Turkey, I think those are the guys who said, you got to make peace. They're the guys who have to say, you got to disarm, and disarm quickly, so we can get an international force in Gaza and actually start a Good Friday Agreement where it says, you two are not leaving these territories, meaning the Palestinians and the Israelis. And this is the path to a two-state solution eventually. And that's what we need. But Trump likes to do the quick and dirty. The quick and dirty only gets us just so far. And we really need a peace in the Middle East. And let the world not forget all the other hotspots on this planet. We're one planet. Pretty soon we're going to have my AI fighting your AI, your robots fighting my robots, your drones fighting my drones. I think it's time to think that it's a zero-sum game, and perhaps the dictators of this world can be put on trial for crimes against humanity. And the 8 billion of us left can look at each other, understand that we have differences, but accept each other for who we are. The despots will never let that happen. So I'm looking for a better world, a more creative world, a world where we can live in peace and solve our problems. They're not existential, they're out there, and they're universal. That, to me, would be the beginning of Christmas wishes and Christmas miracles. No more war.